I have a bit of a problem, and today I'm going to begin taking steps to solve it. Look at all this equipment. Is this not insane, like all of this stuff back here? These are the two computers as well as the monitors, the gaming TV, and there's even a console like there. There's also a spot for my Switch over there. And this is pretty much where I have all of my content creation hardware, and it's been pretty much getting out of control. As a matter of fact, look at this friggin' cable management, huh? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that glorious? No, it's not. This is downright scary. Now, this is part of the problem that I would like to solve today. I want to take a more minimalistic approach to content creation, and I also would like to make content creation portable. I would like to be able to basically record, do gameplay footage, and do whatever I want from anywhere that I happen to be in the world, whether that is my studio, which we already have pretty much set up. It's not the most beautiful thing to look at, but let me tell you something, it is productive as hell. I can, within this mess, I can create whatever I want, whenever I want, as fast as it can possibly be created, because these two machines that you have right here are friggin' beasts, and we also have a bunch of inputs that we can hook up anything that we could possibly ever need. But like I said, it is not portable, and naturally I can no longer have this particular solution in my house. To give you guys a simplified idea of what that setup that you guys just saw is, you got right here this particular schematic. We got recording computer here, we got a gaming computer, PlayStation 4 and Switch. The gaming computer, PlayStation 4 and Switch all connect over to this HDMI matrix, and from here the HDMI matrix connects to my capture card, which will then connect to a recording / streaming computer. Then we have a second capture card which connects to a camcorder, which is what I used for my webcam, which is completely overkill. And then the HDMI matrix over here also connects into a 4K TV so that I can actually see the stuff that I'm recording and see the games and all that stuff. Now, I want to grab that very complex setup and boil everything down to as few parts as possible. So I'm in the middle of this massive office space and I can't find one friggin' box cutter to open the packages that I have in there to continue the video. Really? One box cutter? I can make this work. Enough of this phone camera business. Let's swap it over to this.
It's a good world. Good world gone bad.
Okay, so we got these two boxes and I realized that the sound in this particular room is a lot more echoey than my studio, but the studio tables are just like full of stuff, as you guys could see, so I wanted a more empty table to do this particular unboxing. So how am I going to replace all of the stuff that you guys have seen on the board with these two things? Well, for starters, it's not just these two things. That's very important. But naturally, let's go over the very first one, the big one. This right here is naturally a laptop, because you can replace a lot of things, you cannot replace a computer. Now, before we get started, I guess I should mention that this video is not sponsored, which, to be completely honest, I wish it was sponsored so that I wouldn't have to pay for the equipment that is here, but I've had to pay for it and I've paid quite a pretty penny. And now you guys might be wondering, okay, so why MSI? Why not this brand or that brand or the other brand? Do you have any preference? No, I do not have any particular preference for any brand whatsoever. The reason I'm going with this one is because at the time of this particular video and in Portugal, it had the best price to quality relation. Now I actually wanted a different model of this laptop because I could have gotten this for cheaper with a smaller SSD hard drive, but unfortunately the other model was completely sold out. So let's get this out of the box and let's check it out. So we got the MSI box. It actually looks like it's been opened already, even though there's a seal in here. This seal looks like someone already opened this, to be completely honest. But whatever, I don't care. So long as the hardware that I need is in here, I'm happy. I don't give a damn. Well, let's open this sucker up if I can't. Oh crap, I opened it upside down. I actually should have been opening it like this. Anyway, I'm gonna open it facing you guys. Oh wow, this is beautiful. So there's a piece of cardboard here, and we instantly have access to the unit. Let me actually put this to the side so that I am not going to drop and break the friggin' thing. So let's put it down. That right there is naturally the laptop. Let me just see what other parts are in here, if there's anything interesting. So we got manuals and stuff. Nobody really cares about that. And we have power cable. I know that this might look different depending on which country you are from, but in Portugal, this is what these power cables look like. And then, oh my God, this power brick is friggin' huge. And it is heavy. I think this power brick weighs more than the laptop itself. Anyway, nothing else in the box, so I'm just gonna put all of the cardboard stuff in here. Get rid of that. So these are the only things that actually matter. We have the power stuff, we have the manuals, this is my box cutter, and now the actual laptop. Let's get this sucker out. All right. So as you guys can see, this is what it looks like from the front. Jesus Christ. This is what it looks like from the bottom. Got the sides. Now, this particular laptop is a 15.6 inch laptop because to me, once you start going into the 17-inch territory, it ceases to really be a laptop and it becomes more just like a computer that you can carry around. It's not very practical to do that stuff, but we got a little bit of cloth covering the beautiful keyboard here. My hands are actually pretty dirty from moving all the boxes and stuff. But here's what it looks like on the inside. It's a pretty nice looking laptop. Now, the thing that bothers me is like this laptop has so much RGB stuff, like for the keyboard and whatnot, and even this stuff here in the back, I believe it lights up and whatever. And I'm just like, really? Friggin' RGBs, like I think it's individual RGBs for every single key in this keyboard, and I'm just like, why? The only reason I got this one is because of the hardware. Like all of this RGB and pretty lights bullshit, I could give two craps about it. I do not care about pretty lights at all. It's like, does it work? I mean, I could use a little bit of lighting on the keys just because it's a laptop, so sometimes I might be working in a dark environment or something, but like seriously, individual RGBs and stuff, I don't care. Either way, in case you guys are wondering in terms of hardware, what we have right here, this one is an i7 8th generation processor. It is the 8750, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's got a 1070, GTX 1070 GPU. I know there's not a 1080 or a 1080 Ti, but like that stuff was gonna drive the price way up and I'm not ready to invest that amount of money. And other than that, it's got a 512, I think it's, yeah, 512 gigs SSD and a 1 terabyte regular hard drive on it. This right here is the computer that will hopefully replace the two machines. Not really replace, but like just allow me to do the same work that I do on those other two machines. So I'm actually gonna close this down. Oh wait, before we close this down, I mean it is new, so let's put the beautiful cloth on top of the keys. We wouldn't want to damage our pretty new laptop now, would we? Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put this sucker right here, and now let's take a look at the second box. Now, like I said, one of the things for the setup is missing, but this right here is a microphone. Oh my God, my ghetto friggin', my ghetto box cutter can't get through this Amazon tape. There we go. This is just filler stuff, so let's get this out of the way. What is this? This right here is a Sennheiser microphone. Now, the reason I got this one is because I saw a review on YouTube by a YouTuber who is known as Blunty. I'm not sure how many of you guys watch Blunty's stuff, but Blunty mentioned that this particular microphone also has a built-in compressor. Now, what does a built-in compressor mean? It means that I basically can scream onto this microphone. It is not going to overmodulate. Now, there's a piece of hardware that will let you do that with regular microphones, but I never really wanted to dabble in that because I kind of felt like my setup was already complicated enough as it was, and I am very much a sucker for simplicity. So, let's have a look at the microphone that we have right here. Oh wow, this is very beautiful casing. Like, look, it just straight up comes in like this. It's just straight up ready to go. So let's yank this sucker out. Oh wow. It's got a decent amount of weight to it. Now, I expected this to actually have, I thought that this had like some kind of a structure for me to put the microphone in. At least I was convinced that that was the case. Oh, and it does. It definitely does. There's like a case here, a kit to put the microphone down. Can I actually open this? I believe that this, yep, see, this right here, we can actually put a base on here and the microphone's supposed to connect somewhere. Let me check. Oh, we have it right here. I think it's this thing. So I wanted this to be very portable so that I wouldn't necessarily need a boom stand, which is why I wanted to have a little doodad like this. Now, the way this works, let me just see if I can muddle my way through this. Should be fairly obvious. Yeah, we can just screw this right on in there and we'll be good. I'd actually need a proper screwdriver to tighten this a little bit better, but for the purpose of a demonstration, this should do fine. Now this, see? Now we have a base and I can basically hook this up. I'm very curious to see how this bad boy handles itself, because otherwise I would actually just connect this to my phone and do a very quick test. But anyways, these are the first two parts in a much larger, well, not really much larger. There's one more part essentially missing to the whole setup. And yeah, this is a microphone, supposedly very good quality microphone. Now I have full trust in Sennheiser products because I've had plenty of Sennheiser headphones in the past and I like them, as well as even a couple of microphones. I like those as well. So I'm very curious to test out the quality on this, but this is much more portable than the other microphone solution that I currently have. And then the laptop itself, which I still have to test out. I have to install a bunch of software on here before I can actually get to working with it. But yeah, this right here are the two parts. Now the part that is still missing is the capture card. And the reason I still don't have the capture card is because I ordered a very specific capture card that I wanted to get. It is not a 4K because 4K capture cards is still, the market's not there yet for 4K capture cards. They're still way too expensive. However, it is a card that supports 4K pass-through, which is something that I'm very curious to check out. But I don't have that one yet, so I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop as to this little side project that I'm working on, so that I'm actually able to record stuff in my house. So these are the two things that I've gotten to get started, and I want to start setting these up for recordings and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. That's going to be it for this little update. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.